glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he understands the battle today will be at the line of scrimmage. They come into the game with the best rushing offense in the country, but they are facing a top 10 rushing defense. We will see who makes it or breaks it at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The ball is teed up, and the Bison ready to kick it away and get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Northwestern's offense will have the ball first. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking left. Makes the catch. It's sharp. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Connection to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's McKenzie. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And now it'll be the Bison offense with his first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense.
There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Isaac. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Stepping to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the catch. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's McDuffie. Snags it, and there's running room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Snap it to the back. Across the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the counter. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And the quarterback knew that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make it.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line, and the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain.
Makes the grab and room to run. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. It's McKenzie, and they're able to get him down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's House. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The lone back's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. This time he wants to throw. Working the middle, it's complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Inside the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Maybe a crease. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Isaac.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go back to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to punch it in, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-3. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Finding open areas. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The run inside. It's Tate. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now on second down. Gonna run it. It's McKenzie. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. The 30. Running inside the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Northwestern. Saw a crease. Nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Crosses the 45. Makes the grab in their space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running inside, it's Cummings. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Cummings. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football.
Touchdown, North Dakota State, and they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing them around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The run to the left. Running to Green. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
There's some room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I don't know who he ran into.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Might be changing the route. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll power it inside with the fullback. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The quick out. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Slings it downfield. On target over the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Tate. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
He lofts one down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Utah Utes. And it's Utah State looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Ryan Field. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got the back over the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Now on 1st down from the 43. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And send the tight end in motion. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Looking for more room. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Lining up for the PAT. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as he returned. It stopped short of the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the...
Snags it, and he's open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's coming. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Well, we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
They boot it away on fourth down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air on second down. They go to the wide receiver screen, and he's knocked down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick him up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Using his feet. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
Number 93 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down.
Really nice job in execution there on that 3rd down through the passing game. All of a sudden now you've got a decision to make because you're in field goal range. But do you have the confidence to leave your offense out there to pick this first down up and go looking for a touchdown? This is a big decision right here for the head coach.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Big fullback's got it. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Tries to get it himself. And the offense just tries to sneak it in on 2nd down, and that will not happen. The defense stuffs them again.
You know, if you're calling quarterback sneak in that situation, you're expecting to get the first down, but up front, you've got to do a better job getting some push. No way he got that first.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Sprinting away. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And the punishment has been extended.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Coming out with it, it's Tate. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the option. Runs through a tackle. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Complete in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. The give on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Goes to the option. Keeps it himself. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll do it himself on the draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Now adjusting. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense sprinting off the field.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Now they're going to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Direct snap. Got a little press. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Is that a secret? We've been calling his name all day. Clutch situation around midfield. You need a first down, you give it to him. Nice job running the football physically, getting the first down.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's complete to the right. He will not get it. Down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They want that clock to run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll go right back to him. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.